The Tatum Schools are proud to be a sponsor of this live broadcast. The Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and with athletics, you have made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All of your hard work pays off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way. Glenn's Waterwell Service has been supporting locals in Lee County for many years. Whether it's by providing service for your water well or supporting local sports in the community, Glenn's Waterwell Service has been here. For all your commercial water well needs, call Glenn's Waterwell at 575-398-2424, 398-2424. Glenn's Waterwell Service, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. Our 360 congratulations the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join our 360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by our 360.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service. Your automation and control is all handled with one call. One call for Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one call oil and gas company.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Welcome to Menaul. Patrick Alexander going to be on your call here from Menaul High School. We got a good one here between the Menaul Panthers and the Tatum Lady Coyotes. Lady Coyotes come into this one with a 13-9 record, second in District 2. And Menaul coming in with a 17-5 record. I will say that don't look at those numbers, as Menaul has had an easier schedule all season. Tatum's put themselves in some tough games, and 3 of those losses coming from the number 3 team in the state, the Eunice Lady Cardinals, who are in action from Eunice tonight. So we've got about 5.5 minutes before the start of this one, and we'll take another time out here to listen from our sponsors. We'll be back with you for the start.
sponsor of this live broadcast. The Tatum schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and with athletics, you have made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All of your hard work pays off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way. Glenn's Water Well Service has been supporting locals in Lee County for many years. Whether it's by providing service for your water well or supporting local sports in the community, Glenn's Water Well Service has been here. For all your commercial water well needs, call Glenn's Water Well at 575-398-2424, 398-2424. Glenn's Water Well Service, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360. Athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
The Tatum schools are proud to be a sponsor of this live broadcast. The Tatum schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and with athletics, you have made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All of your hard work pays off. Go get that state title in Coyotes.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way. Glenn's Water Well Service has been supporting locals in Lee County for many years. Whether it's by providing service for your water well or supporting local sports in the community, Glenn's Water Well Service has been here. For all your commercial water well needs, call Glenn's Water Well at 575-398-2424, 398-2424. Glenn's Water Well Service, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Just finished with the national anthem. We'll get ready and go through the rosters here for both teams. For the Tatum Coyotes, Tatum Lady Coyotes, number 1, Avery Hennard. Number 2, Cayenne Combs. Number 4, Darby Tucker. Number 5, Sydney Rice. Number 10, Valeria of Karen Bayon. Number 13, Aubrey Young. Aubrey's actually number 3. I do apologize. Number 14, Kylie West. Number 15, Sierra Jimenez. Number 20, Georgia Weir. Number 22, Paisley Whitman. And for the home Menaul Lady Panthers, we have number 1, Charlie Boatman. Number 2, Michaela Sierra. Number 3, Sophia Tantra. Number 5, Michaela McCann. Number 10, Vanessa Doyle. Number 11, Mia Langler. Number 15, Anastasia Aragon. Number 21, Valentina Caruso. Number 22, Diana Ortiz Cerna. Number 24, Elena Ortiz. Number 32, Giulia Sprina. And we'll get the starting lineup for Tatum. It's going to be Avery Hennard. For Menaul is going to be number 1, Charlie Boatman. Number 2, Michaela Sierra. And I said that, and I'm not sure that that's going to be the case, but we'll get this one started, see who walks out onto the court, and then we'll let you know who the starters are. We're ready to get this one underway between the Tatum Lady Coyotes and the Menaul Lady Panthers. Starters for Menaul is going to be number 1, Charlie Boatman. Number 2, Michaela Sierra. Number 3, Sophia Tantra. Number 11, Mia Langler. Number 22, Diana Ortiz Cerno. It will be Sierra jumping against West. And West handles the tip. Comes back to Mariscal. She gives it over to Villasenor. She comes across the timeline. Goes over to the right wing to Jimenez. Jimenez dribbles up top. Turns back to the outside. Backdoor, Hennard, cut, put up and good. 2-0 Tatum. And a good backdoor look. And coming across is Menaul. They get it into the front court. Come dribbling to the right side. Takes a screen. Good defense there by Tatum. 3 ball on the way. Up and no good. A good box out over there, but rebounded by Menaul. They're underneath the basket, looking for somewhere to go. Knocked away by Tatum. Ball's on the ground, and they dribble it back out. They get it to the left wing, put one up off the glass, no good, and West with the rebound. She's going to slow it down. She's going to bring it across by herself. Crosses the timeline. 2-0, Tatum on top. West goes to the left wing. That's going to be to Villasenor. Back up top to Jimenez. Jimenez backdoor cut to West. West puts it up off the glass, and she gets fouled, so she's going to go to the line for 2. So 2-0, Tatum on top, and West at the free throw line for 2. West first one up and good. 3-0, Tatum on top early. And second one for West is up and good. So 4-0, Tatum on top. They're going to drop back into a half-court coverage. Menaul gets it across the timeline. Number 1 taken away by Mariscal. She's going to take it all the way down. She gets it into the lane. Turns around. To Villasenor. She dribbles, puts one up high off the glass. No good. It's going to be a rebound for Menaul. They're going to push it forward. It's going to be pushed up by Boatman, and she's going to hand it off to Cerno. Cerno comes over the top, over to the left wing. On the right wing, and then a pass over to the right corner. She's going to dribble baseline. Takes it, tries to go up and under. She's going to walk with the ball as she thought about putting one up, but she gives it away. So Tatum's ball underneath the Menaul basket. Ball's going to come into Hennard. Hennard going to dribble it across the timeline. She comes to the left side, left-handed dribble. She goes to the right wing to West. And they're going to get a push as Hennard tried to cut back door on number 22. That's going to be on Cerno, Ortiz Cerno. Jimenez going to inbound underneath the basket. Screen set. And right underneath to Villasenor. She puts it up, no good, and pushing the back. That's not called. They push it back the other way. Across the timeline is Menaul. They try to make a pass out, and a bad pass, so it's going to be a turnover in Tatum's ball. Good defensive pressure by Tatum so far in this one. Hennard going to inbound to Jimenez. She gets it in, and just about everybody for Tatum has brought the ball down here. Comes across the timeline, dribbles to the right side. She comes back to the left. She gives it back door to West. West down low to Villasenor. Wide open underneath and good. Villasenor with the basket, and Menaul going to take a timeout. We'll take a 30-second with them and be back with you in 30. You're listening to Patrick Alexander at HobbsAmerica.com, the Tatum tab. We'll be back with you in 30.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
All Tatum so far, and Menaul takes a timeout as it's 6-0, 5:43 remaining here in the first. Menaul going to have the ball underneath the Tatum basket, and Menaul's side is full. Tatum had a good showing as well. Coming across the timeline is going to be Boatman. She comes to the right side. She tries to dribble across. It's going to go off of the foot of Hennard. They're going to call a back door. They're going to call a back door. Back court on Menaul, but it did come off the foot of Hennard. I'd imagine that's going to stay Menaul's ball. The refs discuss it. It will be Menaul's ball on the sideline. So inbounding for Menaul, it's going to be 22, Ortiz Cerno. They're going to give it to Boatman. She goes into the left wing. Dribbling into the lane is Menaul. They get it up top. They go to the right lane. Dribbles out to the three-point line. Ball thrown away and picked up by Villasenor. Villasenor gets it over to Jimenez. Jimenez going to break the timeline. She gives it over left wing to Hennard, then over to West a little deeper. West dribbles towards the top and gets it to Jimenez on the right elbow. She dribbles it out to the right wing. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Hennard cutting over to Villasenor on the baseline. She puts one up, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up, and good. And another one for Villasenor. 8-0. They take a screen and then give it up top. Dribbling way out away from the three-point line is Menaul. And then a pass out of bounds on the sideline, and it's another turnover by Menaul. Coming into the game for Menaul is going to be number 32, Sprina. And coming in also is going to be Ortiz. Hennard going to inbound to Villasenor. Villasenor going to bring the ball across the timeline. She dribbles across. Slows it down, goes to the right wing to Mariscal. And they're going to call a foul on Hennard for block. So Hennard with her first foul, the first team foul on Tatum. It'll be Menaul's ball underneath the Tatum basket. It's inbound to Charlie Boatman. Boatman dribbles it right hand. She's going to go left-handed. She's going to take a screen underneath and blocked by West. Into the lane and blocked by Jimenez. And Jimenez gets all ball there, but they're going to call a foul on her, and going to the line for two will be 24. That's going to be Ortiz. And that'll be the first foul on Jimenez. Second team foul on Tatum. So Ortiz's first one at the line is up and off the back of the iron, no good. 8-0, 4:14 remaining here in the first. All Tatum to this point. Second one for Ortiz is up, and she gets that one to fall, so it's 8-1. Full court pressure put on by Menaul. West going to inbound. Gets it in, tries to throw it to Jimenez, and then tried to be saved by Menaul, and Jimenez comes up with it. She's going to get it across the timeline. Goes to the left-handed dribble. Hands off to West. West takes it back up top. Backs it up away from the line. Dribbles it to the right side, then into the lane. Tosses it out to Villasenor, over to the right wing to Jimenez. Jimenez goes down low to West. West working on girl, left-handed hook, no good. Villasenor goes up and gets a rebound, and then they're going to call the foul on the rebound, not on the shot. So it'll be the third team foul here on, and they're going to call that one on number 3. That's going to be on Chuntra. And ball comes in up top to West. West dribbles to the right wing. Backing up. Comes to the top between the circles. Left-handed dribble. Gives it over to Jimenez. Jimenez working one-on-one. Pulls back. Puts up a shot. No good. It's going to be rebounded by Menaul. And they push it forward into the right wing. And then over to the left wing. 3-ball on the way up and no good. And rebounded by Jimenez. Jimenez going to slow the action down. She's going to jog it across the timeline. Staying out by the circle. She's going to make them come out and pressure her. Gives it over to Hennard, right wing. Give it to Jimenez, cutting towards the basket. Comes back out to the right wing. And then West has to help her out. Comes out away from the three-point line. She's out on the right wing, about 3 feet out. West takes it into the lane, puts up the left hook, no good. Rebounded by Villasenor. She's going to curl it back into the lane, put one up, no good. Rebounded by West. West puts one up, no good. Villasenor rebound, puts it up, and she's going to get fouled on the shot. And that foul's going to be on number 3, Sophia Chuntra again. And that'll be her second foul, and it's going to put Villasenor at the line for 2 with 2:42 remaining here in the first. Villasenor's first one's up and over to the left. And as you can hear, the crowd for Menaul is really into it. Coming out of the game is going to be Jimenez. Rice going to come in for her first time. Villasenor's second one is up and no good, but rebound by Mariscal. She puts one up, and they're going to say it was tipped out of bounds as she gets hacked down low. Substitution coming in for Menaul is going to be number 22, Diana Ortiz-Cerno. Coming out is going to be Mia Langler. Underneath the basket is West. She gets it in to Villasenor, left wing. Mariscal, left wing. Mariscal trying to get it to Rice, cutting, but she gives it over to West on the left wing. She dribbles to the top. Goes to Villasenor. Villasenor out to Hennard. Hennard up top to Rice. And Rice does save it back to Hennard. Hennard to baseline. She's in the corner. She goes down lows to West. West back out to Hennard. Hennard puts up a shot. No good. Mariscal with the rebound. And puts it back up. No good. Another rebound for Mariscal. She puts it up again. She's going to get hacked on that one. She got hacked on about 3 of them in a row there underneath the basket, but she's going to go to the line finally. And that foul's going to be on number 24. That's going to be on Elena Ortiz. That'll be her second personal. So Mariscal at the line for 2. First one's up and good. Second one for Mariscal. 9-1. She puts it up and good, right down the middle. And Cayenne Combs is going to come in for the first time in this one. Coming out is going to be Mariscal. Good work down there by her. So Menaul will bring it across. It's going to be Boatman. She's trying to get it right side. She does. She gets past Hennard, and they switch up top. She tries to go up top and taken away by Rice. Rice going the other way. She's got a left-handed layup, puts it up, and rolls off. Villasenor with the rebound, and they're going to say she got blocked. And full court pressure by Tatum. And Menaul does get it across. They go to the left wing. Free throw line, shot up, no good. Rebounded by West. West going to slow it down. She gives it over to Hennard, streaking down the right side. Pulls up about a 10-footer, no good. And coming the other way is going to be number 2. That's Sierra, and Sierra will walk with the ball. She puts up a shot, no good. Misses everything. Rebounded by Menaul. She tries to throw it underneath. And there's going to be a foul down there by, they're going to call it, I believe, on Cayenne Combs, who went down to get the ball as the pass was given underneath her legs. And it will put Sierra at the line for 2. So the first one here for Sierra is up and good. Aubrey Young making her first appearance. Coming out will be Villasenor. And also coming in is going to be Jimenez, and coming out will be Hennard. So 10-2. 1:15 remaining here in the first. And Sierra with her second one. She puts it up, and it's going to bounce around and fall down. So 10-3, and Tatum pushing the ball forward. Jimenez across the timeline. Tightly. Comes up top to Young. Young dribbles left-handed, gives it over to Rice. Rice looking for a backdoor cut. And Jimenez bounces out, back out to the three-point line. She's working out by herself. Young with the ball. Gives it back to Jimenez, right wing. Jimenez gives it to Rice. She's going to get hit going down the lane, and that's going to be a foul. And we'll see who they call this foul on. Foul going to be on Boatman. And coming in will be Villasenor. Villasenor going to come in for Combs. Jimenez going to inbound. Jimenez gives it up over the top to West. West at the top of the key. Gives it over right wing to Jimenez. She thinks about the three and then pulls it down. And pulls it back out again. Goes down low to Villasenor, then back to Jimenez, and she's going to get fouled on the way up, so she's going to get to shoot 2 here. Foul going to be on Sprina. And that is the 7th team foul on Menaul. First one at the line is up and good for Jimenez. Second one for Jimenez. She puts it up and it's good. So Menaul's going to push it forward. They get it across the timeline. They go to the left-hand side. Try to dribble it into the lane. They cross over, put one up off the glass. No good. But she's going to get fouled. We'll see who the foul was on right at the free throw line. They're going to put that foul on Villasenor. And going to the line for 2 is going to be number 22, Diana Ortiz-Cerno. First one's up and good. So 12-4. Coming in is going to be Hennard. Going out is Young. Second one for Ortiz-Cerno. It's up and bounces around and falls again. So 2 for her, 12-5. Full court pressure on by Menaul. Jimenez gets across easy. She goes to the right-hand side, over to Hennard. Hennard right wing. Back to Jimenez, cutting down the lane. She puts one up high and long 3-ball on the way, and it bounces off the backboard, and it's good. And that's going to be number 22 with a 3-ball. So Jimenez is at the other end. And we will take time out here as that's the end of the first quarter. 14-8, Tatum on top. We'll be back with you in 1 minute.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one call oil and gas company.
Back live, Patrick Alexander here. It's going to be Menaul's ball coming out in the second quarter. They're trying to get it in, and they finally do, and they give it right back to her, and there's going to be a scuffle for the ball and a jump ball, so it's going to be Tatum's ball. Good job there by. Ball comes into Jimenez. She gets it over to West. West gets it over to the left wing to Villasenor. She dribbles into the lane, then backs it out to Jimenez. She picks up her dribble, goes up top to West. West looking in the lane, nobody there. She goes to the right wing to Villasenor. Villasenor up top to Jimenez. Jimenez gets Mariscal cutting back door. Backside, oh, and she misses the back door layup. Menaul coming the other way. And she goes in towards the lane. Left wing, 3-ball on the way up and no good. And a fight down there by West. Good left hand by number 32. That's going to be Sprina, and Tatum throws the ball away, trying to get it down court quick. 14-10, taken away by Hennard. Hennard gives it over wisely, slows it down, gives it to Villasenor. Villasenor walks it across the timeline. She goes to the left wing, Mariscal. Mariscal to the left corner for West. West dribbles around to the top of the key. Gives it over to Villasenor. She dribbles to the free throw line. Down low to West. West working, put one up, and falls. Good job by Kylie West. 16-10. Menaul gets it across the timeline. They throw it down low and tipped away by Tatum. Saved to Villasenor. Villasenor going to push it forward, and Tatum has numbers. They go down low to Hennard. Hennard puts it up. No good. Rebound by Mariscal and taken away by Menaul. So it's going to be a foul on Tatum. It's going to be on Hennard. Her second foul. So she's going to go out of the game. Menaul inbounds under Tatum's basket. 16-10. They get across the timeline. She dribbles to the left-hand side. She takes it to the three-point line and then puts one down low. And then a jump ball underneath. And they're going to call a foul on Mariscal, and she had all ball there. But they're going to call the foul on Mariscal. Inbound to the corner. She dribbles it away and then comes down the baseline. Taken away by Rice. Rice going to push up to the right-hand side. Pulls up at the three-point line. She's going to give it up top to Villasenor. Villasenor takes it to the right-hand side. And no good. And long rebound's going to be taken by Menaul. Rebound by Ortiz. Line 4-2. And we'll see who they call this one on. On 22, that's going to be her first personal. The 8th team foul on Menaul. And it's going to put Mariscal at the line for 2 here. 16-10, Tatum on top. Mariscal's first one's up and right down the middle. So 17-10. And Mariscal at the line for her second. Substitutions coming in for Menaul. 5:27 remaining here in the second. Mariscal's second one is up and bouncing around and falls down. So it is 18-10. And Menaul going to push it across the court. Boatman goes to the right wing. Wide open 3-ball on the way up and no good. And a fight for the rebound. Jimenez comes down with it. She's going to push it forward to West. West crosses the timeline. Slows it down. Gives it over left wing to Jimenez. She dribbles to the right-hand side. Then back door to Mariscal. Good pass and just can't make the layup on the back door. Coming the other way is Menaul. They give it out to Boatman. She dribbles to the left side and then back to the right. Down to the baseline, and then a walk underneath that they miss. Shot up, no good, and a fight for the rebound. And another shot, and Villasenor is going to get the rebound. And they're going to call a fight on fight. They were fighting for the ball, but foul going to be on number 24. That is going to be her third personal. And it'll put Villasenor at the line. 4-2, or for 1-1. 4:50 remaining. So Villasenor's first one's up, and she knocks that one down. 19-10, Tatum on top. Second one for Villasenor, and that is the third personal on number 24, Elena Ortiz. Second one for Villasenor, up and good. 20-10, Tatum on top, 10-point lead. And a timeout going to be taken by the coach from Menaul, and that's the coach from Menaul is Sharon Max. We'll take a timeout with them, and it's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll take that 30. We'll be back with you in 30.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
We're in Menaul, and it's all Tatum to this point. 10-point lead for the Lady Coyotes. Second quarter, 4:45 remaining. It is Menaul's ball as they come out of the timeout. Inbound going to come in to Boatman. She's going to walk across the timeline. Directing traffic, she's going to dribble forward. A screen up top, and then hand it off to Ortiz. Ortiz goes down low, and Rice in the right place at the right time. It's a jump ball. Trying to get down low to Sierra. Arrow is Menaul's, but good defense there by Tatum. Puncher gonna inbound this one underneath the basket on the right-hand side. And a couple of screens underneath. She's trying to find somewhere to go with it. It's knocked away by Tatum. And a fight on the ground. And they do give it to the baseline. And then a double dribble. The double dribble that they missed, they're going to call the foul on West. And the basket's going to fall by Tuntra. So she's going to get the and one. And that'll be the first foul on West. She puts up the free throw, no good, and West with the rebound. 20-12. Jimenez is going to bring it across the timeline. She goes to the right-hand side. She takes a screen. Back door is West. West puts one up high off the iron, no good. And then rebounded by Villasenor, put back up and good. 22-12. Menaul going to push forward. Boatman slows down as soon as she gets to the timeline. And they're going to call a block on Rice. And it'll be 1-1. So Villasenor at the other end gets it, both teams in the bonus. And at the line will be, I believe, her hair's in the way, so it's hard to see. First one's up and good. That's Boatman. And it looked like Rice was pushed in the back into the dribbler there, into Boatman. 22-13. Tatum on top. Second one's up and good. So 22-14. Tatum on top. Full court pressure by Menaul. Tatum gets it in. Mariscal back out to the three-point line to Jimenez. Up top to West. They slow it down. 3:50 remaining here in the second quarter. Right wing to Jimenez. Jimenez looking for someone up top. That's going to be Rice. Rice goes over to the left wing to Villasenor. Into the lane. High post to West. And Jimenez three ball on the way up and no good. Long rebound by number 2. She's going to bring it the other way. Puts it up high off the glass and good. Nobody cuts off the ball. And coming the other way is going to be Rice. She gets it across the timeline, picks it up, and then a backcourt violation on Rice. She doesn't wait for Jimenez to get across before she passes it. 3:17 remaining, 22-16, back down to a 6-point game. Menaul's ball on the sideline. They get it into Boatman. Boatman's going to dribble to her right-hand side. She's going to go left. Gives it to the left wing. Dribbling across. And then hand it up top. And then to the left wing. Then they try to get it down low, taken away by West. West gives it to Mariscal. Mariscal dribbles it across the timeline. Gives it out to the right wing to West. West to the left wing to Jimenez. Jimenez acts like she's going to shoot it. Gives it over to Rice. Rice out to Jimenez. West down into Villasenor. Villasenor on the baseline. Gives it back out to the right wing to West. West goes to the top of the key. That's to Rice. Rice back over to West. Over to Jimenez. Jimenez dribbles at the top of the key. Gives it back to the right wing to West. West up top to Rice. Rice to Villasenor on the left wing. She dribbles it into the lane, then back out. West three ball on the way and no good. And a long rebound by Menaul, and she's trapped, but Menaul does break it. They get it up to Boatman. Boatman going to dribble it towards the lane. Backs it back out to the three-point line. She goes to the baseline. Dribbling with her left hand up top, and Menaul has it on the left wing. Pass made, but taken away by Mariscal. Mariscal going the other way. He puts up a layup. So Mariscal gets a 2-and-1 chance here. She's made all 4 of her free throws, and that foul going to be on number 24. And that's going to be her 4th personal. I've got 4. They're saying 3. But Mariscal at the line for her and 1 chance here. 24-16. Puts it up and no good. And a fight for the rebound. And we're not real sure what happens. They're going to give it to Menaul. They're going to call a foul on Rice. A dead ball foul, or after the rebound foul. So it's going to let Menaul shoot at the other end. 24-16. Coming out will be Mariscal. Going in is going to be Georgia Weir. And number 22, that's going to be Diana Ortiz. 24-17. Second one, dribbles it, puts it up, and bounces out, no good. And Villasenor tries to grab the rebound, knocked away by Menaul. 57 remaining. And as you're listening, Lady Coyotes are going right to left. Comes into Rice. Rice takes it up the right-hand side. She outruns her. Gets it to the three-point line. Then tries to throw one over to Georgia Weir and over the head. So thrown away. 24-17. It'll be Menaul's ball. She gets it into Boatman. Boatman gets it across the timeline. She dribbles to the left-hand side. Gets a screen. Then turns back to the right. Over to the right wing. They try to get it down low, and they do. And Weir with the coverage there. Bounces off of West's shoe and comes out to Rice. Rice going the other way. Pulls back, puts up a shot, and too hard. Long rebound going to be taken by Tatum, by Jimenez. Jimenez going to back it out to the timeline. Gives it over to West. West about halfway between both circles. Goes to the left wing. That's going to be to Weir. Weir up top to Rice. Rice over to the right wing to West. West gives it to Villasenor. Back out to West. Left wing to Jimenez. She dribbles to the right-hand side. Gives it back out to West. West to Weir. Weir left wing. Right wing Jimenez. Jimenez over to West. West gets it out to Rice. Rice over to back to West. West up top. Over right wing to Villasenor. Villasenor into the corner for Rice. Rice is going to dribble around the three-point line. And taken away by Menaul, coming the other way. And a layup put up no good and knocked around by Menaul. They go out to the three-point line, put up a three ball, no good. West with the rebound. She gives it over to Jimenez. Jimenez with 15 seconds remaining. She's going to get across the timeline. And it's going to be a timeout taken by Slover. And the ref over here can't hear it, even though everybody else in the building can hear it. We'll take a timeout with them. I'm Patrick Alexander on your call. You're watching and listening to the HobbsAmerica.com Tatum tab. We'll be back with you in 30.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back live, Patrick Alexander here on your call, and Tatum sets up a play. 9 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Villasenor going to inbound to Jimenez. She gets it into Jimenez. Jimenez gets across the timeline. And a screen by West. And then backdoor to West. West tries to get to it, and they're going to call a push on West on the backside. And it'll be that's an offensive foul, so it will not be 1-1. And Tatum going to full court press it. But another foul there on West. And Menaul puts it forward. And then walking with 1 second left is going to be number 2 for Menaul. They throw it to half court, and Sierra can't come down, and Weir gets in the way. Villasenor going to inbound. Gets it into Jimenez. Jimenez turns and puts the ball up, and that's going to be the end of the first half. 24-17, Tatum on top. They were up as much as 10. We'll take a timeout, get the stats for you, and be back with you in about 3 minutes.
The Tatum Schools are proud to be a sponsor of this live broadcast. The Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and with athletics, you have made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All of your hard work pays off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Remember, kid, There's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way. Glenn's Waterwell Service has been supporting locals in Lee County for many years. Whether it's by providing service for your water well or supporting local sports in the community, Glenn's Waterwell Service has been here. For all your commercial water well needs, call Glenn's Waterwell at 575-398-2424, 398-2424. Glenn's Waterwell Service, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
.360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week. Achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one call oil and gas company.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back live in Menaul here at halftime. Patrick Alexander on your call. You're watching and listening to the HobbsAmerica.com Tatum tab and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. 24-17 lead for Tatum at this point. They've had it up as high as 10 at one point, and Menaul is able to claw back into it to the Panthers. Let's go to the stat sheet and see what we have so far. Menaul, leading scorer is Diana Ortiz-Cerno with 6 points. Three-pointer and 3 free throws. Michaela Sierra with 4 points. Sprina, Boatman, and Chantra all with 2 points apiece, and 1 for Elena Ortiz. Now, I do have 4 fouls on Ortiz, but Chantra has 2, and that's about all the foul trouble I see on Menaul's side. For Tatum, you've got 8 points by Villasenor, 6 by Mariscal, 4 by West, 4 by Jimenez, and 2 by Hennard. That'll get you to the 24-17 halftime score. In the first quarter, Tatum puts up 14 points. The second, they put up 10. And for Menaul, they get 8 in the first quarter, 9 in the second. And we got about 4.5 remaining before the start of the second half. And as you can tell, I am sitting up right by the Tatum fans, and And Coach Slover, towards the end of the first half there, called timeout about 15 times, so everybody in the Tatum fan section started calling it with them. We'll be back for the start of the second half in about 4 minutes. Thank you for listening, and thank you from our sponsors for letting us drive up to Menaul and bring this to you. We'll be back in 4.
The Tatum Schools are proud to be a sponsor of this live broadcast. The Tatum Schools are very proud of in the classroom and with athletics. You have made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All of your hard work pays off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game. Glenn's Water Well Service has been supporting locals in Lee County for many years. Whether it's by providing service for your water well or supporting local sports in the community, Glenn's Water Well Service has been here. For all your commercial water well needs, call Glenn's Water Well at 575-398-2424, 398-2424. Glenn's Water Well Service, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Lasco Construction is a proud partner in education in Lee County. Lasco Construction is your hometown construction company. Lasco Construction encourages you and business owners to support Tatum, Jow, Lovington, Eunice, and Hobbs businesses. Buy as much as you can locally, which is why Lasco Construction always supports the youth of Lee County. Lasco Construction supports you. Call 393-9161 for all your construction needs. Support your community.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by...
Ready to start the third quarter. It will be Tatum's ball, and Tatum will now move going from left to right. Back on the court for Tatum. Jimenez going to inbound to Hennard. Hennard dribbles across the timeline. Goes to the high post to West. West turns into the lane, puts a shot up. No good. And a rebound by Menaul. They're going to push the ball, get it across the timeline, right-hand side. Pull back, and then out to the three-point line. She dribbles into the free throw line, out to the left side. The first points of the second, that's going to be Langler, her first two. Hennard going to push the ball across court. 24-19. They go high post to West. It gets in and out of her hands. And again, Menaul going to push the ball. They go and taken away by Villasenor. Villasenor slows it back down, goes down to the court, and then West has to help her. Gives it back to Jimenez, 24-17. Jimenez gets across the timeline, dribbling forward, and then goes over to the left wing to Hennard, out to West. West to Villasenor up top. Villasenor over to Jimenez, right wing. Right wing, she gives it up top to Mariscal, over to Villasenor, left wing. Back up top to West. And Tatum being very methodical. Over to the left wing to Hennard. High post to Mariscal. Mariscal dribbles left hand, puts one up off the glass, and she's going to get fouled going up. So she's going to go to the line for 2, and that foul going to be on Sierra. First team foul on Menaul, and the first foul on Sierra. It puts Mariscal at the line for 2 for Tatum. Mariscal's first one's up and right down the middle, no problem there. 25-19, Tatum on top. Second one for Mariscal. She's got the ball in her hand, dribbling a couple times. She puts it up and right down the middle again. So 26-19. Ball comes in. Tatum with the full court pressure on. They're looking to extend this lead. Boatman gets through, passes the ball forward, and a fight for the ball there between Jimenez and that's going to be number 3, Chuntra. It'll be Menaul's ball off of the jump ball. Hennard going to guard Boatman. Boatman cuts towards the basket, then comes back. She's in the corner. She gets around Hennard, goes to the left-handed side. Left wing, then goes back up top. Takes a screen, gives it over to the right corner. Dribbling across is number 22. Ball's knocked out by Tatum. Jimenez gets it across herself, goes to the left wing, into the corner for Hennard. Hennard tries to go baseline. It's going to be knocked off of Menaul, back off of Hennard, and out of bounds. It'll be Menaul's ball. And Tatum again with the full court pressure. Ball going to come in. Tatum traps it. And Menaul gets across court, but nobody's up there with her, so they slow it down. Pull back out on the right-hand side. They go to the right corner. Go baseline, and then a nice little pass out. Put up and good. That's going to be number 2, Sierra, with a nice little floater. And Tatum going to get full court pressed, but running away is going to be Menaul. West at the free throw line. Turns out and gives it left wing. Handed out to Jimenez. Jimenez dribbles back up top, gives it to Villasenor, right wing. Over to Mariscal. Mariscal going to give it down low to West. West working. Turn around, shot no good. And saved by Hennard, but it's going to go to a Menaul player. And that's going to be Boatman. And she pushes off and pulls up her dribble. Left wing, and then they go into just inside the three-point line. No good. Rebound by Menaul. And Villasenor ends up coming down with the ball. So 21-26. Jimenez comes across. She gives it to Mariscal. Baseline, Mariscal puts it up too hard. And rebound for Menaul. They're going to push it forward. And all the way down. And a good job not moving by West, but they're going to call her for the foul. And it'll put number 22. That's going to be Cerno at the line for 2. First one's up and right down the middle. So 26-22, down to a 4-point lead. Villasenor going to come out of the game. And going in will be Rice. Ortiz Cerno with her second, puts it up and right down the middle. So down to a 3-point lead, and they're putting a full court pressure on it. Comes into Hennard. Hennard gives it to Rice, and there's going to be a reach foul on number 22 by Ortiz Cerno. 5 minutes remaining here in the third. Second team foul on Menaul. Ball comes into West, from Rice. West gets across the timeline, pulls it up, gives it over to the right wing to Mariscal. Mariscal dribbles into the lane. She pushes off, gets one up, no good. And then Hennard comes around and knocks the ball away, and they're going to call a foul on her. And that'll be the third foul on Hennard. And Tatum going to back out to the half-court pressure for 45 remaining. Boatman going to bring the ball on the left-hand side, crosses the timeline, cuts back to her right. She's going to take a screen into the corner. And then she picks up her dribble, Ortiz Cerno does, and they get it into the lane. Then a pass underneath and a walk on the backhand side, but they don't get it. And West with the ball. She comes across the timeline. 1 point game, 26-25. They go to the left wing to Mariscal. Mariscal gives it back up top to West. Into the lane for Hennard. Puts up a layup, no good, and rebounded by Mariscal. She puts it back up and good. So good work by Mariscal down low. Back to a 3-point lead, 28-25. And Menaul gets it across the timeline. Top of the key. She goes to the right-hand side. She goes back door, baseline, puts one up and good. Number 1, Boatman. Tatum gets it in, 1 point game. Coming across is going to be Jimenez. 27-28. And down low for West. West puts it up on the baseline and good. Nice shot there by West. Menaul gets the ball in. They're going to push it forward. Coming across the timeline will be Boatman. Boatman goes to the right-hand side, takes a screen, goes into the corner. Pump fake out there. Ortiz Cerno puts up a 3-ball, no good, and a rebound by Rice. Rice gets it over to Jimenez. Jimenez goes down court to Mariscal, and then it's going to be almost saved by Menaul, and it hits Hennard in the face. And Young going to come in for Mariscal. 3-point game. She does get it inbounded to Hennard. Hennard goes high post to West. West turns, gives it out to Young. Young into the corner for Hennard. West working at the post, left-handed shot, and they're going to call a foul on the floor. And they're going to call that on 22, and that'll be her fourth personal, sorry. And it's Tatum's ball underneath. Jimenez going to inbound. Gets it to Rice, running the lane. She goes up and ball's knocked away. Rebounded by Menaul. And then they're going to call a backcourt on. They're going to call a backcourt on Menaul, but another ref's going to come in and say she didn't. And they're going to give the ball back to Menaul. (30-27). Menaul's ball on the sideline. And pushing off is going to be Boatman. Hennard guarding her. The screen going to be taken. They go down low. Shot up high off the glass, and that's good for Ortiz Cerno. So back to a 1-point game. Jimenez going to bring the ball up by herself. She's getting guarded by Boatman. Keeps spinning. And then over to Rice. Rice knocks it down low, and it's Hennard's going to come out with it. Hennard gives it out to the right wing to Rice. She dribbles up top and then tries to get it over to Young. Taken away by Menaul, and they go to the other end. Shot off the glass, no good, and rebounded by Rice. Rice going to push it on the right-hand side. She's going to pass it forward to Jimenez. Jimenez takes it into the lane, puts one up, and they're going to say no, it was on the floor. Foul going to be called. She starts working towards the goal, and they're going to call it on Boatman. That'll be her second personal. It'll be Tatum's ball underneath the basket. Jimenez going to inbound. Gets it to the corner to West. West dribbles around the circle. Back up top. Goes to the left wing to Jimenez. Jimenez going to dribble in on the baseline, puts one up high off the glass, and they're going to call a charge on Jimenez. So it will be Menaul's ball. And coming in will be Villasenor for Jimenez. 1-point game, 1:55 remaining here in the third. And Tatum going to put a full court pressure on. And they get it inbound to the corner. And they throw it over the top, and West in a race for it as well as Young. And they put up a layup, no good. And Rice with the rebound. She's coming the other way. She gets across the timeline, pulls it back, gives it up top to West. West to the three-point line, and she does walk before she dribbles. 1 point game, 30-29. Tatum on top. 14 fouls on Menaul, 3 on Tatum. And Coach Slover going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. We'll be back with you.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletes taking seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called Smart Hub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the Smart Hub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcecnet.com and look for the Smart Hub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with Smart Hub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Tatum's ball coming out of the halftime. Menaul's ball coming out of the Tatum timeout. And Tatum going to put full court pressure on. And they get it into Boatman. Boatman dribbles left-handed, gets across the timeline. Screen and then picked up by West. They go into the lane. Out up top, left-handed dribble, and then back up top. And then into the and they're going to call that on Young, not Hennard. Her first foul. And going to the line for Menaul is going to be Ortiz Cerno. First one's no good. Jimenez going to come in. And Young going to come out. Second one on the way. And she makes that one. It's a tied game. And that was number 24, I do Ortiz. West with the ball. She comes across the timeline. 1:20 remaining here. And ball over to Hennard, right wing. And then she makes a lazy pass taken away by Menaul. And going up for... And Hennard touches it out of bounds. 1:07 remaining here in the third. Tied game. Left. Setting screens underneath. They get it into Boatman. Boatman dribbles up top. Passed into the free throw line. Back over to the left side. Boatman dribbles to the top of the key. Goes over to the right wing. Back around, and then she makes a pass, and it's going to be a bad pass, and it goes out of bounds. So it'll be Tatum's ball on the sideline. And putting on a full court pressure is going to be Menaul. And ball comes into Rice. Rice goes left-handed dribble, then crosses over to her right, gets across the timeline. Gives it to Hennard. Hennard can't handle it, and it's taken away by Menaul. Boatman going to come across the timeline for Menaul. She's going to go to the right-hand side, then cut back to the left. She gets it to the three-point line, out to the left wing. She's going to dribble back around the line, the three-point line, and goes into the corner. Goes down low, and West guarding down there, and a nice turn-in shot by Sierra. And Menaul takes their first lead of the day. Ball comes into Hennard. Hennard going to get across the timeline, goes up court, gets it to Rice. Rice puts up a layup. She's going to get fouled down there by number 11, Langler. So Rice going to go to the line for two with 14 seconds remaining. 32-30. Sydney Rice at the line for two. First one's up, and she gets it to fall. Substitutions coming in for Tatum. 32-31. Coming out will be West and Hennard. Second one for Rice. She puts it up and right down the middle. It's tied up 32-32. And Menaul takes a timeout. They're going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with them with 13 seconds remaining.
The Tatum Schools are proud to be a sponsor of this live broadcast. The Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and with athletics, you have made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All of your hard work pays off. Go get that state title and bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
32-32, all knotted up, 13 seconds remaining here in the third. Menaul to inbound. Tatum going to match up full court with them. And they're going to throw it all the way down, and they do get it into the middle. Knocked away by Tatum. Mariscal comes up with it. 9 seconds. Gets it over to Jimenez. Three ball on the way up, and no good. And long rebound, knocked away by Tatum. And then a pass down on the backcourt, and that'll end the third quarter. Good defense there by Tatum. A three-ball shot there. It just doesn't fall, so we'll take a timeout and be back with you in 1 minute for the start of the fourth.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches. Glenn's Waterwell Service has been supporting locals in Lee County for many years. In the community, Glenn's Waterwell Service has been here. For all your commercial water well needs, call Glenn's Waterwell at 575-398-2424, 398-2424. Glenn's Waterwell Service, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Glenn's Waterwell Service since 1965. And it will be Tatum's ball coming out here for the fourth quarter. Tied up game. Jimenez going to inbound. She gives it over the top to Villasenor. Villasenor comes down dribbling. Great job. Over to Rice. And it'll be Tatum's ball underneath the basket on the right-hand side. And they give it to West. Backside, puts one up, no good. Knocked away by Menaul. They're going to push it up. Three-point line. Goes to the right wing. They get it into the corner. Dribbled out. And they skip it across to the left wing. Just let it go to the outside. That's going to be Boatman with it up between the circles. She's going to dribble around the right-hand side. And they screen. And they try to pass it back door and taken away by Rice. Rice going to push it up court. Gets across the timeline inside the three-point line. Pump fakes. Free throw line. West with the shot. No good. Menaul coming the other way in a hurry. And puts it up high off the glass. No good. And West goes up and gets pulled back down. It will be 24 with the foul. That's going to be Ortiz. And Jimenez going to inbound for Tatum. They get it into Villasenor. Villasenor gives it back to Jimenez. Jimenez throws it forward, and Sydney Rice is not watching for it. Taken away by Menaul. They've got it at the three-point line. And then they're going to call a reach foul on Mariscal. just inside 7 minutes. So that'll be the second personal foul on Mariscal, the 5th team foul on Tatum. Inbounding on the sideline will be Menaul. They get it in to Boatman. She dribbles left hand up to the free throw line. Then she gives it out, and baseline, put one up, no good, and Villasenor gets it. She's coming the other way. She comes up to Boatman, pulls up her dribble, gives it to Jimenez. Right elbow, puts it up, no good, and Mariscal with the rebound underneath, puts it back up and go to the right-hand side. And then a double dribble, and then they go baseline, and then a pass, and then they're going to get a and one opportunity by number 2 for number 2 for is Sierra. She's going to get an and one opportunity here to take the lead again, 34-34. So she puts it up, and it falls. So lead again by Menaul. Jimenez gets it over to West. West going to break the timeline. Gets it across, sets it up, goes over to the right wing to Rice. Over to the corner for Jimenez. She goes underneath for Villasenor. She gets pushed in the back. And that foul going to be on number 11 for Menaul. It's going to be Langler. Sorry, that's going to be number 3. That's going to be Tuntra with the foul. Coming in will be Hinnard for Rice. And at the line is going to be Villasenor for the 1-and-1 here. Chance to take the lead back. 6:07 remaining. Back and forth here. Villasenor's first one's up, and it's hard off the back, but a rebound by Mariscal. She puts it back up, no good. Gets her own rebound again. She's going to get fouled going up. So Mariscal are going to get an opportunity to go to the line now. And they're going to call that on number 2, Sierra. So Mariscal at the line for 2. Puts it up and good, and she's perfect on the day on her free throws. Tied up 35-35. One more to take the lead here for Mariscal. She puts it up, and it's going to be short. Rebounded by Villasenor. Villasenor trying to work some space. Gives it out to West. West puts one up. High, no good, and rebounded by Menaul. Coming the other way is going to be number 2, Sierra. She puts it high off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Menaul. They pass it back out and then back in. And number 22 puts it up and in. And that's going to be Ortiz Serna. So 37-35. Menaul with the lead. West with the ball. She breaks the timeline. She goes over to the left side to Jimenez. Jimenez going to dribble it back up top. And then goes back door to Villasenor. She gets pushed in the back. Puts it up and in. 37-37. Menaul coming the other way. And then a carry by Boatman. She's going to back it up to the timeline. They go down the baseline. And they're going to call a foul on Tatum. They're going to call that on Mariscal. It's going to be her 4th personal. And it's going to put number 32 at the line for Menaul. 5:16 remaining. That's Sprina. She puts it up and no good, and rebounded by Mariscal. Mariscal gets it over to Jimenez. She sends it forward to Hinnard. Hinnard breaks across, goes towards the baseline, puts one up, and no good, but trying to rebound it is Villasenor, and she gets drugged from the back down to the ground. Menaul comes the other way with it. They get it across the timeline over to Boatman. Boatman over in the right-hand corner, out by the time stripe. 4:50 remaining. They try to get it down low, taken away by Villasenor. Villasenor 3-on-2 coming for Tatum. Villasenor going to take it into the lane, gets it out to Jimenez. Jimenez left-handed dribble, takes it back up top, gives it to West. West to the right wing to Villasenor. Villasenor in the corner to Jimenez. She's working on baseline. She backs it back up. Gives it up top to Villasenor. Villasenor going to take it down the lane. Out to Jimenez. Jimenez gives it to Hennard. Free throw line. Shot up and no good. And knocks the ball away from Menaul, but Menaul comes out with it. And Boatman pushes off and then backs up. And she's going to just hold the ball out near the free timeline. They go to the left wing. Then they're working baseline. Comes back out, gives it down low, and turnaround shot. It's up and good by number 32, Sprina. Just under 4 minutes remaining. Tatum gets it across the timeline. It's going to be Hennard. She crosses over and then gets pushed. Gives it over to West, left wing. 39-37. West working by herself up top. Gives it over to the right wing to Villasenor. Gives it down low to Jimenez. Up top to Mariscal. Up top to West. West left wing to Villasenor. She takes it in, puts up a layup, and she's going to get hit from the back. She's going to miss, but she's going to go to the line for two. That's going to be on Chantra, and that's her fourth personal, the 9th team foul, and it's going to put Villasenor at the line for two. Puts the first one up and too far. Off the back of the iron, no good. The reach. Second one for Villasenor. She puts it up and right down the middle. 39-38. Tatum with the full court pressure. And Menaul gets it on the right side. Gets it across. And then trapped right there by Tatum. And the ball comes out to Boatman somehow. She goes left-handed. She dribbles towards the three-point line and then comes out wide to the left. Dribbling back towards the middle. And Villasenor tries to knock it away. She does for a second. And then picks up the dribble. She goes in toward the three-point line. Then they go to the right wing. Up top. Pump fake and then left hand. And a foul going to be called on Jimenez. Under 3 minutes remaining. Jimenez with her third personal. And it'll put number 11, Langler, at the line for the 1-and-1. 18 fouls on Tatum, 9 on Menaul. Langler at the line for her 1-and-1. She puts it up and off the backboard and somehow falls down. 2-point game, 40-38, 2:50 remaining. Second one for Langler. She puts it up and off the backboard, no good, and rebounded by West. West gets it over to Jimenez. Jimenez is going to bring it across the timeline. She's working on Boatman. Gives it over to West. West in the right wing to Hennard. Hennard to the free throw line. Then puts it out to Villasenor. Jimenez with the three ball up. No good. And West goes in to try to get the rebound. And then Menaul comes out with it the other way. Boatman. Point lead here. 42-38. Hennard going to get across the timeline by herself. And then goes down low to Villasenor. Villasenor goes baseline, puts it up and good. So 42-40. Good move there by Villasenor. And Coach Slover going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jow, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Patrick Alexander back live here in Menaul, a 2-point lead for Menaul. And the Tatum Lady Coyotes just scored to get it within 2 and take the timeout. Look for Tatum to have a full court pressure on. And they've been good at it all year, so look for them to try to get a turnover on the inbound. Jimenez is going to come out on the Menaul offensive possession. And Menaul gets it in quick to Boatman. She comes to the left side, goes back to the right. Then they take it to the right line. And then they're going to call a foul. And the foul going to be called on. They're going to call a foul on Rice for a push, and she can't see the girl as she got screened. And it'll put Ortiz Cerno at the line for the 1-and-1. So the first one for Ortiz Cerno is up and off the back of the iron, no good. And West runs down the rebound. She sends it forward to Hennard across the timeline. Hennard goes down low to Mariscal. Mariscal puts it up off the glass and gets fouled going up. And number 32 for Menaul with the push in the back. So Mariscal at the line to take the lead for Tatum, 1:56 remaining. Mariscal puts it up and comes off the right side, no good. And they're going to say that they're not real sure what happened there, as the refs are going to get together. So Mariscal misses it. The ref from the backside blows it dead. And nobody's real sure why at this point. So they're talking about it. The third ref thinks about coming over, and he's going to stay there. Refs discuss it. We're not real sure what happened. Under 2 minutes remaining. It was a loose ball when the ref from the backside started calling a timeout. And they're going to call it a jump ball, and it's going to be Menaul's ball off the jump. And an inadvertent whistle is going to be the call. So not a bad time for that to happen, to switch the arrow over. And they're going to talk to both coaches. We'll take a timeout and be back in 30.
Remember, kid, there's heroes and there's legends. Heroes get remembered, but legends never die.
Legendary Services would like everyone to recognize the Tatum Coyote team and coaches for a season filled with hard work and dedication. Everyone at Legendary Services is extremely proud of each and every one of you. Best of luck in this game and shoot for a finish in a legendary way.
So they wave off the timeout because it was an inadvertent whistle, but both teams got a timeout out of it. Tatum with the full court pressure on. Inbounding is Menaul, and Tatum switches it. Ball comes back to the back. And picked up the dribble right at the half court, but they get it up to Boatman. Boatman goes left-hand dribble. Goes down to the lane and then cut off by Rice. Hand by Mariscal and then into the lane. Number 2 puts it up and good. And that's going to be Sierra. Tatum pushes the ball forward. West gets it across the timeline, goes to the right wing. Villasenor. Villasenor back up top to West. West right wing to Rice. Over to Mariscal. Mariscal takes it down the lane, and she's going to get hacked going towards the basket. 2-point lead. White 32. For 2. Because it is double bonus time. So 44-43. Second one for Mariscal is up. And bounces up and hits and falls. So a tied game, 44-44. Menaul gets it into Boatman. Boatman goes on the right-hand side all the way down the court. She's going to have a layup at the other end. And a layup up and good. 1:08 remaining. Boatman gets it on the other end, takes it coast to coast. West going to bring it across court. Goes to the left side to Hennard. Hennard loses the dribble. Goes down low to Mariscal. And taken away by Menaul. They come all the way to the other end, knocked away. And they're going to call an offensive foul on, it's going to be on 22. And that should be 5 for her. And she's done. And it'll be Tatum's ball. And the one who's been able to break the press of Tatum is out of the game. 46-44. Coach Slover going to take a timeout. 30-second. We'll take a 30-second with them. We'll be back with you for the end of this one. 43 seconds remaining.
IPS Incorporated is a proud member of this community. IPS is the turnkey solution in the oil patch. One call to IPS for your upstream and midstream solutions, comprising of dirt work, electrical, pumping, and crane service, plus your automation and control, is all handled with one call. One call for every aspect of your oil and gas project. Google IPS Hobbs or simply call 393-1417. IPS, the turnkey one-call oil and gas company.
Introducing a smarter, easier way to manage your Lee County Electric account. It is called SmartHub. Now you can pay your bill anywhere, anytime, with 24-hour access to your account. It is free and simple to use. Just search for the SmartHub app on your cell phone or device and download the free app, or go to our website at lcdcnet.com and look for the SmartHub logo to view your account or pay your bill online. Managing your Lee County Electric account conveniently and securely with SmartHub. Lee County Electric, owned by those we serve.
Back live, Patrick Alexander on your call from Menaul. A 2-point lead for Menaul. And it will be Tatum's ball on the other end of the court. Jimenez going to inbound. And comes into Hennard. Hennard goes to the right side. Gives it up to West. West pulls it up and then gives it back to Jimenez. Jimenez dribbles to the right side. Then goes her dribble, goes over to the left wing to Hennard. She puts up a 3-ball and doesn't hit anything. And Mariscal comes out with the rebound, puts one up high off the glass, and good. 20 seconds remaining. And a full court pressure by Tatum and Coach Slover. Coach Slover going to take a timeout with under 20 seconds remaining. We'll take a timeout with them and be back for the end of it.
The Tatum Health Clinic supports all Tatum athletics. Bring home that state championship. Your health is to be taken seriously, which is why the staff at the Tatum Health Clinic cares most. Whether it's a cough or serious flu you have, the Tatum Health Clinic will help. Call for an appointment at 398-2111 or just stop by. The entire town of Tatum is with you. This live play-by-play is brought to you by the Tatum Health Clinic.
Congratulations, students and student athletes of Lee County. R360 congratulates all Jal, Eunice, Hobbs, Lovington, Tatum, and the surrounding high schools, and wishes the best of luck to our student athletes competing this week in state playoffs. Right now is more important than ever to recognize positive achievements in our communities. Join R360 in saluting our amazing Lee County students. This community message is brought to you by R360.
Coming out of the timeout, it's a tied game, 17 seconds remaining. Tatum Lady Coyotes and Menaul Lady Panthers, and Menaul's ball. Tatum going to put on the full court press. Inbounding for Menaul is going to be number 1. That's going to be Boatman. Boatman can run the baseline. And they do the double inbound, and then they get it into Boatman. Boatman takes it left or right side, and then cut off by Tatum. She comes to the left side. She passes it forward, and then down in the lane, and then back out, and it's going to end up in Boatman's hands. She's going to back up all the way out, and then Rice going to go out and guard her. 3-ball on the way at the buzzer, no good. So we're going to go to overtime. You get extra for it tonight. 46-46. It's going to overtime. We'll take a timeout and be ready for the overtime period here. So you get more than you paid for tonight. 46-46.
The Tatum Schools are proud to be a sponsor of this live broadcast. The Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and with athletics, you have made Tatum and Lee County very proud. All of your hard work pays off. Go get that state title and bring it home. Is brought to you in part by Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Patrick Alexander back live. And of note, number 22, Diana Ortiz-Cerno has fouled out for Menaul. And we're going to extra. 4-minute extra period here. West going to be jumping against number 2, Sierra, for Menaul. And West does win the tip, but Menaul's back there to get it. She goes up underneath and walks. She walks, but Boatman's going to get the 2 for it either way. 2 points, 2-point lead by Menaul. West trying to get across the timeline. She does. Getting worked on there by number 2, Sierra. Come over to the left, to the right side, and Mariscal jumps across. And before she dribbles, and it's a turnover, 48-46. Menaul on top. Inbound for Menaul on the sideline. And they get it into Boatman. And Boatman gets it across. And she gets it all the way down the court, then goes down low. And a walk underneath by number 32, Sprina. So it's Tatum's ball. Jimenez going to inbound. And a warning. Ball comes into Villasenor. Villasenor takes it on the right-hand side. She gives it up the lane to West. West picks up her dribble on the right wing. Gives it to Villasenor. Villasenor backs it up, gives it to Jimenez on the right, in the right corner. And they're going to call a 5-second violation as she had somebody close to her, not really Gardner, but 5-second violation. And Menaul going to inbound on the sideline. 48-46, 3:15 remaining. Boatman gets it in, and then she walks with it. And we're not sure what they're going to call. They're going to give the ball back to Menaul they're going to give it to Tatum. So it's going to be Menaul's ball again, 3:12 remaining. Not sure what happened. And they get it into Boatman. Boatman goes to the right-hand side and pushes off, and ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. They're going to say off of Tatum, but it looked like it went straight off her hip out of bounds. And a substitution going to come in for Menaul. There's water on the ground. 2-point lead, 3:08 remaining here in the overtime period. Inbounding is going to be Chuntra. And it comes into Boatman. And Boatman with the left hand. Goes back to the right, gives it to the right wing. And then throws the ball away and goes, and it's going to go off of Menaul. But they're going to say it went off of Tatum. She was trapped in the corner, and she knocks it off a Tatum player. It looked like it hit her as it was going out of bounds. She was standing out of bounds. So inbound for Menaul. And they get it in on the right wing. That's going to be the Boatman. They try to go underneath, but knocked away by Mariscal. They go underneath again. Ball bounces off the rim. It's going to go out of bounds off of Menaul. It'll be Tatum's ball. to Jimenez. Jimenez going to break the time stripe as she's, and then knocked away by Hennard. They're going to call Hennard for the foul. And be at the line for 2 is number 11, Langler. Langler at the line for 2. Her first free throw is up and off the backboard, no good. Bounces out. And the second for Langler. 2-point game, 2:41 remaining. Goes off the backboard, no good. And they're going to call a lane violation as number 11, Langler, steps across the line. So it didn't matter what happened with the shot. West's going to inbound. Gets it into Villasenor. Villasenor gives it back to West on the right side. She cuts back towards the middle. Then back to Villasenor. Villasenor breaks the timeline. Comes to the right-hand side, into the right wing. Goes up top to West. West to the right wing. And it'll put Boatman at the line for 2. And that'll be her 4th personal. And Boatman will go to the line for 2. So Boatman at the line for 2. She puts the first one up, and it's going to bounce off the back of the iron. No good. 2:21 remaining. 2-point lead by Menaul. Second one for Boatman. She puts it up, and she's going to get that one to fall. It's a 3-point game. 49-46. Full court pressure by Menaul. Hennard with the ball. She gives it to Villasenor. Villasenor turns around. And they're going to call an offensive foul. On Villasenor. They get it into Boatman. Boatman crosses the timeline. And ball's going to go out of bounds with 2:12 remaining. And it'll be Tatum's ball on the sideline. West's going to inbound. She gets it into Hennard. Hennard cuts across. Comes across the timeline. Takes it into the lane. Right side. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebound down there by Mariscal. She dribbles it all the way out. She's going to get it up top to Hennard. Hennard over to Villasenor. She's working down low. She goes up and under. Puts it up. No good. And a rebound by Boatman. Boatman going to take it on the right-hand side. She's going to try to get it down court. Thrown away by Menaul, but she ends up getting it. And a timeout going to be taken by Menaul. We'll take it with them. 3-point lead for Menaul. And Rice going to be checking in for Tatum. We'll be back with you in 30 seconds.
Glenn's Water Well Service has been supporting locals in Lee County for many years. Whether it's by providing service for your water well or supporting local sports in the community, Glenn's Water Well Service has been here. For all your commercial water well needs, call Glenn's Water Well at 575-398-2424, 398-2424. Glenn's Water Well Service, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Patrick Alexander back live. You are listening to and watching the HobbsAmerica.com Tatum tab and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. And we've got a good one here. Menaul up by 3, and Menaul has the ball. So look for Tatum to put a lot of pressure on. Menaul going to try to get the ball to number 1 Boatman, no matter what the cost is. She will be the one with the ball in her hands. Ball going to be right in front of us. Inbounding for Menaul. Boatman going to be dropping back. And they go all the way across and inbound, and they do get it. They take it to the baseline. Working on Mariscal. Pass up top to Boatman. Boatman between the circles. She brings it in and then passes it back out. They take it to on the left dribble to the free throw line and then back out. And then knocked away by Hennard. Hennard comes up court. And they're going to say that Hennard stepped out of bounds, and she did not step out of bounds. And it's going to be a push from a throw-in from the sideline here for Menaul. Ball comes into Boatman. A screen set, and she goes to the right corner. She tries to go down low. She does. A shot put up, and it's no good. Tatum comes up with it. Brings it into the three-point line. Gives it over to West. West takes it to the free throw line, puts up a left leaner, no good. And the scramble for the ball on the ground, and it's going to be Tatum's ball. 54 seconds remaining. Jimenez going to come in. Rice going to come out. 3-point game. Jimenez going to inbound. And Jimenez throws it in towards Villasenor. Knocked out of bounds by Menaul. 52 seconds remaining. Jimenez going to inbound again. And ball comes in to West. She gets tripped. Ball comes back to West and can't handle it. And Rice going to come back into the game for Jimenez. 50 seconds remaining. 3-point lead. Menaul on top. And Menaul struggling to get it in. They just throw it and knocked away by Tatum. Hennard with it underneath. Puts up the shot. No good. A fight for the rebound. And Menaul comes out. They take it on the right-hand side. She's going to dribble it across the timeline, and then they go down low. Shot up, layup, and up and good by number 24. And Rice going to push it to get up for Tatum. 5-point lead. She goes in, puts one up, and gets basket. Not number 24 with that one. And that's her fifth. Damage done on the other end. So 51-46. And Rice at the line. 4-2. The first one's up and off the back of the iron, no good. And timeout going to be taken by Coach Slover here. We'll take a timeout with them. Just under 30 seconds remaining here in the overtime period. I'm Patrick Alexander on your call. You're watching and listening to the HobbsAmerica.com Tatum tab and the Tatum Sports YouTube channel. We'll be back with you in 30.
Now Pharmacy, a name you've trusted for more than 75 years. That kind of history only happens with consistency, service, and local engagement. Now Pharmacy has supported local youth and sports programs for more than 75 years. When you need a pharmacist, you can trust that Now Pharmacy will be there for your needs. Go by Now Pharmacy, located at 122 West Adams in Lovington today. Now Pharmacy, a proud supporter of the Tatum Coyotes.
Patrick Alexander back live here in Menaul, and it's a 5-point lead. Rice at the line for her second one, as she couldn't connect on her first, an important one. In the game for Tatum is going to be Mariscal, Villasenor, Rice, West, and Hennard. 51-46. And Rice puts it up and right down the middle. 51-47. Ball comes in and knocked away, and it's going to be on the ground. And Rice going to grab it, and it's going to be a jump ball. It'll be Menaul's ball. Four-point game, 23 seconds remaining. Inbounding is number 3, Chuntra. And struggling to get it in. They do get it in, and they're going to call a timeout, Menaul. And they dropped a second off of the clock. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. I'm Patrick Alexander on your call. 4-point lead for Menaul.
The Tatum Schools are proud to be a sponsor of this live broadcast. The Tatum Schools are very proud of every single student. With the dedication in the classroom and with athletics, you have made Tatum and Lee County very proud. And bring it home to Tatum. The entire staff, faculty, and administration wish you the best of luck. This live broadcast is brought to you in part by Tatum Schools. Go Coyotes!
Back live, Patrick Alexander on your call, getting ready for the ending of this one. And it'll be Menaul's ball underneath the Tatum basket. And trying to get it into Boatman. They throw it over the top, and Mariskaw comes up with it. She's going to dribble it in, gives it to West on the left elbow. She puts up a runner on the left-handed runner. And a fight for the ball, and they're going to call a walk as she goes to the ground, but it should have been a jump ball long before that. 12 seconds remaining. 4-point lead, Menaul on top. And Menaul to inbound into the corner to Boatman, knocked away by Hennard, and they're going to say that Hennard was on the line when she took it away, so down to 9 seconds. And timeout going to be taken by Menaul again. 9 seconds remaining. It's a 4-point lead. She's going to draw in a play. We'll keep it right here. 51-47. 9 seconds. Both teams in double bonus. In this overtime, it's been back and forth. A tough one. And Tatum only has 1 point in the overtime period, as it was 46-46 at the end of the fourth quarter. So with 9 seconds remaining here, you almost have to either get the steal or foul immediately without hardly any time coming off the clock. We want to get the steal. That's the important piece. It will be Menaul's ball here on the sideline. And looking to inbound. They're trying to get Boatman on the run. She is all the way down the court. She gets it into the front court and then backs it up to the three-point line. And then Rice with the foul. And they're going to want a flagrant, but she just caught her on the hip. It will put Boatman at the line for 2 with 5 seconds remaining. And that foul going to be on Rice. That's her 4th personal. Boatman at the line for 2. First one's up and right down the middle. (52-47). And the second one. Up and out, no good. And West with the rebound. She's going to push it forward to Mariskaw. Mariskaw puts up a 3-ball at the buzzer, no good. And that's how the Tatum Lady Coyotes season will end. In an upset from my perspective, as Tatum looked to me like the better team here, but you come up north and it's going to be tough to come up here and win. 52-47 is your final. We want to run through our sponsor. A huge thank you, guys, IPS Services, and this will be a wrap for Tatum on the season. A tough loss here in Menaul, but valiant effort by Tatum. We want to thank you all for listening and watching. I was Patrick Alexander on your call, and we got to watch a barn burner in overtime, 52-47. Menaul looks like we'll probably head to Escalante. That's a wrap. Thank you for watching.